Richard Tato, the Richard Tato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Tato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Tato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
There is something in my life that I have long valued more than anything else. To me, it is the most important thing, and it's recently come to my attention that I've had it wrong all along. I'm excited to share this message with you today. I'm even more excited to share a big announcement. So let's get the meeting started.
Whatever you're going through, you will get through it because you're here, and that means you are not alone. This is the Meaningful Meeting. Now your host, Ace Cannon.
We got a lot of ground to cover today when it comes to the Meaningful Meeting. We come here every week because we are all going through something. And the shared experience and understanding that others are experiencing similar things make it a little bit easy for us. Maybe gives us some hope. And there's something that I have valued for a long time that I think is one of the most important traits a person can have. And it turns out I kind of had it wrong. And it's really only occurred to me recently. So we'll get into that coming up, and a very big announcement. But thank you. The last edition of the Meaningful Meeting happened to fall on my daughter's birthday, what would have been her 25th birthday. And I thank you for the wonderful messages and the kindness that you continue to show. And a couple of messages stood out. I was looking at the YouTube feed. If you ever want to watch the show, you can see the Meaningful Meeting and see all of the old episodes easily. Just go to YouTube and search for the Meaningful Meeting, or go to our YouTube channel, AceTJ TV. You can find it there. But a lady messaged and said, these are my favorite kind of messages too. I stumbled upon your podcast for the first time today. I needed this so much. I have lost a grown son and a baby son, and life is so hard. Thank you for showing up today with a heart. And it made my day. So I talk about it all the time. The reason that I do this is because the thought that it might help you is what helps me. And I don't claim to have any great ideas or anything of super significance to share. I'm just sharing my own thoughts. And if it helps you in some way, that does me a world of good, and I appreciate that. Another comment was, keep showing up. Thanks for contributing this. It's truly something special, something simple, but impactful. Thank you for all that you do at the Meeting for Me. That's kind. Thank you. You've sent me so many nice messages. It means a lot. And I hope that today's has an impact, because I wish this is something I could have learned and put into perspective years ago. But one of the things that I value above almost anything else is loyalty. I am very proud of the fact that I think most people that I know in my life believe me to be a very loyal person. When you are my friend, you are my friend. When you are my brother or sister, you are my brother or sister, and those things do not change. I've mentioned this before. I have the same friends, same core group of friends that I grew up with. We're all still friends. Next Friday, I get on a plane to go down and see them again. We get together every year. It's to be our 15th year, if I'm not mistaken, our 15th year of getting together, 15 years in a row that we've all gotten together during the summer for a weekend. It's my favorite weekend of the summer. It's just magic every single year. I'm loyal to those people. I'm loyal to I call him my brother. He's my friend. His name is Bird. We met in college. We met in January of 1987, and we've been, that close ever since. His son and I share a name, and that is not an accident. And that is one of the truly great honors of my life. I am loyal to TJ, who I've known forever. You know, I'm loyal to him as a friend and as a coworker, partner for all these years. And this is above and beyond, obviously, being loyal to your family, being loyal to your wife and your children. Because that's a loyalty that just comes with the territory, or at least it should. I am loyal to everyone. Everyone that I feel has impacted my life, I try to remain loyal to them. If they've done something to help me, I remain loyal to them. But somewhere along the way, I never processed the idea that above and beyond anything else, I need to be loyal to me. Think about that. First and foremost, above all else, you have to be loyal to yourself. And what I mean by that is, when you're making decisions, it's okay. Matter of fact, you should think of the impact that that decision will have on you, and to think of that first. Sure, we all have made decisions that have done things because someone needed our help. But you shouldn't do them if it comes from a place where it puts you in a worse position than you're already in. And I have learned that in a very hard way. I have made some decisions along the way in my life that have negatively impacted me because I thought that's what you do when you're loyal to someone. And it turns out I was wrong. It's not what you do. It's what you do when it's the right thing for you. First and foremost, remember to be loyal to you, to be loyal to yourself. Because as someone I know and love and really trust was explaining to me the day while having this conversation, he made a wonderful point. He said, until I'm loyal to myself first, I'm not able to do as much as I can for others because I'm not putting myself in the best position possible. And that resonated greatly with me. That until you are helping put yourself in the best position possible, until you are taking care of yourself in a variety of ways, until you are making yourself the best person that you can be, you really can't be helping your friends and family and others you're loyal to at your highest level because you are not performing at your highest level. You deserve to be the very best that you can be. And you can only be that if you are first and foremost loyal to you. And that is not a mindset that I've had throughout my life. It's a mindset that I'm struggling with at this point in time, trying to adapt to. And I'm not saying that it makes me some type of martyr. I'm not saying that it makes me this type of wonderful person. It doesn't. It makes me the type of person who probably could be better. But my vision was skewed a little bit. It probably makes me someone who could have done more to help others, especially now. But I can't because I didn't take care of myself first. I didn't put myself first. I wasn't loyal to myself first and foremost. So I'm not in as advantageous a position as I should be, as I could be to help those I'm most loyal to. I've done them and me a disservice by not being loyal to myself above all else, by not taking care of myself above all else. And loyalty to yourself comes in a variety of different ways, whether it's making decisions that impact your career, whether it's making decisions that impact your relationships, whether it's making decisions that impact your health. First and foremost, your loyalty lies with you in being the best that you can be, putting yourself in the best position you can be in, being the best possible person you can be. Whether that's with your physical health, whether it's monetary, whether it's just your overall character as a person. Don't cheat you. Because if you cheat you, you're going to end up cheating those you love and care about because you're not going to be your very best. It's a very simple thought, and I'm having a really hard time with it because all my life, my loyalty led me to do things for others, even when it wasn't the right thing for me, or it may have put me at a slight disadvantage. It's a difficult concept to grasp. That you really can't do your very best to help others until you do your very best to help yourself. But if you stop and think about it, it makes total sense, because if you help yourself, if you're loyal to yourself, you put yourself in the best possible positions to succeed in whatever way it is, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, career-wise. If you're the best possible you can be, in the best possible situation in which you can be, you are then able to do even more to help others. And I'm just now figuring that out. I'm just now understanding that. It's a tough lesson to learn. It's especially a tough lesson to learn at 56, when you're kind of rebuilding a life and a career and a variety of different things. And it can be very stressful. And I'm telling you this because my goal would be for you to make certain that your decisions, that your thoughts, that the care you take to maintain your own personal, emotional health, along with your physical health, that those decisions come from a place of what would be best for me to do in this scenario. And sometimes it may be best to say, hey, it's okay, I need to help this person. Because you need whatever that is that fills you up. But first and foremost, you be loyal to you and what's best for you. Because that's going to give you the opportunity to be the best you can for someone else. Which brings us to the idea of giving up. And what do you do when you just feel like, I can't do it, I'm going to give up. I can't do it anymore. I'm just going to give up. You got to remember, always remember to root for yourself. That's part of being loyal to yourself. You know, when you feel like there is no one else, when you feel like I'm just going to give up, that no one else believes in you, that no one's rooting for you, you have to root for yourself. That's part of being loyal to yourself. And if you keep making good decisions for you, you're going to find that it is much easier to root for yourself when you've built this track record of good decisions. This is all part of, I don't like the term self-care and all these things that people throw around now that are so important. It's real simple. You got to take care of you first. You be loyal to you first. And when you want to give up, you're going to have already built in something inside you that says, no, I'm not going to give up. I want to. Because we all have those moments. We all have those moments where it's overwhelming. And it's just like this, I can't do this. I can't do it. Bad things just keep happening. I can't do it. And in those scenarios, you've got to believe in you. When you want to give up, you've got to root for yourself. And know that being loyal to yourself has given you enough fuel to keep moving forward. You take care of you and everything else will take care of itself. You take care of you, you'll have a better chance of taking care of others. You take care of you and you will be in the best position possible to do what others need you to do to help them. It's very simple. Now, that's an idea that has led me to something I've wanted to do for a long time. And I've mentioned this, and I'm very excited about it. And to be honest with you, I don't know how the first one's going to go. But there's something special coming, and I want you to be a part of it. 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks from tonight, the date of this podcast, July 24th, the first ever live edition of The Meaningful Meeting. And it comes from, quite honestly, things that I learned in the first year after my daughter's death, and some things that you may have heard, taking groups of things and putting them all together. I'll be quite honest with you. It's the beginning of what I hope turns out to be a public speaking career. I've been asked about doing a couple of things. I've looked at possibly working on a book. I have these things compiled, and I just need a way to begin to share them with someone who might need to hear this information. We're planning to have a live audience of 20 to 30 people. That's it. Small room, but what could be a really powerful 30 minutes. We'll hang out. We'll have a couple drinks. We'll enjoy our time together and talk about whatever you want to talk about. But it's The Meaningful Meeting live, July 24th, Lost Worlds Brewing in Cornelius, North Carolina. And probably I'm going to film it, and hopefully we'll have it up for you to see and watch on our YouTube channel or watch on our social media the week after as part of our Ace and TJ experiences that we have every Tuesday night. But this is a really important thing to me. It's a really special thing. I have a tremendous amount of work to do to get it where I want it to be, and I don't know that it will be until after I do it once. So you'll be there on the ground floor. So I hope you'll grab a friend, a loved one, somebody who may be going through something, because it doesn't have to be, getting over the death of a family member. We've talked about it many times, whether it's death or divorce, alcohol, drugs, career, whatever. These are all things that we grieve over, that we struggle with. And the struggles are similar in many ways. And that's what we're going to be talking about. And hopefully one-on-one, person to person, will have an opportunity to really have an impact on each other's lives. And who knows where this leads us? Maybe nowhere. Maybe to the moon and back. I don't know. But I hope you'll be there. Lost Worlds Brewing, Wednesday night, July 24th. If you're an Ace and TJ Prime member, acetj.com/prime is where you go to get signed up. We're going to send out an invitation. It's going to be free. Doesn't cost anything to come. Just hang out. Lost Worlds Brewing has great beer. Bring a friend. Like I said, I'm hoping 20 to 30 people. It's a relatively small room. It's 20 to 30 people to be in the room to share this very first edition of the Meaningful Meeting Live, and we'll see where we go from there. Or send me a DM. Hey, I'd love to be there on Wednesday night, July 24th. We'd love to have you. So those two things are very important today. Be loyal to yourself. First and foremost, it's always you. You are loyal to you first and foremost. That makes you the best you can possibly be and puts you in the most advantageous position to do for others who are in need. And let me know if you want to be there. Wednesday night, July 24th, Lost Worlds Brewing, Cornelius, North Carolina. Would love to see you for the first ever live edition of The Meaningful Meeting. We'll see what happens.
Now, whatever you're going through, you're not alone. You are a part of The Meaningful Meeting, presented by the Radio Network. Copyright ATJ, Inc. 2022.
Our friend Richard Tato, the Richard Tato Companies, is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Tato and the Richard Tato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrich.com.
Richard Tato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.